Hey guys, welcome to the 10th episode of our mini-series on our Destroy Android shooter game. This is going to be the last episode for this mini-series, and we're going to deal with the reset button. So whenever the user completes the game, we want them to be able to press the reset button. That resets the timer, the score, and the position back to its starting state. So to do that, we need to first create a subclass of button. So right here, I'm going to create a new inner class called the reset button. That's going to extend from button. And we'll have it add our constructor. And if you can tell here, there's multiple constructors. We're actually going to choose the second one this time, because this is actually going to be the name of our button. So this will be the label displayed on the button. It's just one less thing we have to deal with. Now, we want to override the click method. So if I go to source, implement methods, you notice there is a click method that I'm going to select. In it, this is where we're going to do all of our value resets. So first thing we're going to do is we want our game over Boolean to be false, because we're starting a new game. We want to set our score to be 0. We're going to reset our timer to be 30 seconds, and make sure to update the label by using our update time method that we created. We want to enable our controller, and then we need to enable all of our clocks. So we have the countdown clock, we have our game clock, and now we need to move our ship back to the starting point. If you remember, up here we set our ship to 610x 585y. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to take our ship sprite. I'm going to use the move to method this time. And we put it to 610, and what was the y again? 610 and 585. All right, and our reset button, which is going to be actually this instance, is we want it to hide, because we only want it to be shown when the game is over. So I'm going to take our visibility and set it to false. And finally, I'm going to take our game over label and set it to false. and basically the way you can do this is all of the values that were changed in our game over method, we want to do the opposite in the reset button. All right, so now that we actually have the class created, we need to create our instance variable. So we have our reset button. And here we are going to instantiate it with a new reset button. And we're just going to put this next to the game over label. So I'm going to pass in the horizontal arrangement. And if you remember, we picked the constructor that took in 2 values. The second value is the text that's going to be displayed in the label. So we want ours to be reset. Okay. The default button is a gray button, and for whatever reason, it's white text, which makes it kind of hard to read. So we are going to go ahead and change the text color to black. And finally, we don't want to display the button until it's game over. So I'm going to set the visibility to false, which means that when game over happens, we want to set it to true. So I need to go back to my game over method. Here we go. And we need to make sure we set it to visibility to be true. And that is it. We should be able to run it and see the reset button, and then when we click reset, it should reset all of our values, and we should be good to go. For testing purposes, I'm just going to knock down this timer down to 2 seconds, and go ahead and run it. Okay, as you can see, we have our game over. Our ship is gone. These guys are still following just because they started before the timer was stopped. And if I go ahead and click reset, I should see time left go back up to 30, the game over, and button disappear. Oops. And it looks like we forgot to enable our ship again. So if I go back down here to the reset button, yeah, we forgot to set our ship sprite to be visible. So I'll try this again. Okay, so now if I click reset, there we go. Now our ship's back. And that's the end of this mini-series. I hope you guys learned something, and you might want to mess around with some add-ons yourself now that you've already know how to do everything. You might want to do something like power-ups. What would be cool is if you did maybe like a bomb, where if you just steered your ship into some bomb icon, it blows up all the androids on the screen. Just kind of mess around with it. It's for the most part, to extend this game, all you need to do is mess around with some image sprites and collision detecting. All right, I'll see you next time.